Welcome to your detailed daily horoscope for Gemini on May 19th, 2025. As we move into the last part of spring, this particular Monday holds significant energy for you, dear Gemini, as the sun is just about to enter your sign in a few days, bringing your season of personal renewal. Let's begin with the celestial snapshot. On this day, we have Mercury, your ruling planet, moving through Taurus, creating a thoughtful and grounded energy for your typically quick-moving mind. This position encourages you to slow down and be more deliberate with your words and decisions. The moon is transitioning through Libra, forming a harmonious air trine with your Gemini energy, which enhances your social connections and brings a sense of balance to your emotions. Venus is currently in Cáncer, activating your second house of resources and values. This creates a nurturing approach to your finances and possessions, perhaps triggering a desire to create more security or invest in things that bring emotional comfort. Meanwhile, Mars is in Virgo, energizing your fourth house of home and foundations, which might have you feeling more driven to address domestic matters or family relationships. Jupiter and Saturn are forming an interesting aspect today that particularly affects your career sector and your house of hidden matters. This suggests a potential breakthrough regarding a behind-the-scenes project that could have professional implications. For your mental and communicative realm, always important for a Gemini, today's energy is particularly fascinating. Your thinking is more measured than usual, thanks to Mercury in Taurus. You might find yourself taking more time to formulate your thoughts before speaking, which is somewhat contrary to your natural improvisational style. However, this deliberate approach will serve you well, especially in professional communications. Your ideas have weight today. They're not just clever, but substantive. There's a dreamy quality to your imagination as Neptune in Pisces forms a subtle aspect to your Mercury, enhancing your creative thinking and intuitive insights. Pay attention to ideas that seem to come from nowhere. They may contain valuable wisdom. Emotionally, the Libra moon brings an air of harmony and sociability to your day. You're likely feeling more balanced than usual, able to see multiple perspectives without getting lost in the options, something that can sometimes challenge your dual-natured sign. There's a pleasant flow to your emotional responses today, and you're able to navigate social dynamics with grace and charm. In your love life, if you're in a relationship, this is an excellent day for meaningful conversations about the future. The grounded Mercury energy helps you articulate your needs and desires without your words getting tangled, while Venus in Cáncer brings emotional depth to romantic exchanges. For single Geminis, you might find yourself attracted to someone who offers stability and depth rather than just exciting banter. An unexpected encounter around midday could prove significant, perhaps a conversation that starts about practical matters, but reveals surprising personal compatibility. Career-wise, today presents some interesting dynamics. The Jupiter-Saturn aspect I mentioned is creating a situation where your behind-the-scenes work or private research could suddenly find application in your professional sphere. If you've been working on something secretly or developing skills privately, today might bring an opportunity to bring these elements into the light. A conversation with a superior or mentor figure around 3 p.m. could open doors you weren't expecting. Financially, Venus in your resource sector makes this a good day for reviewing your budget or making decisions about investments, particularly those related to your home or personal comfort. Your financial intuition is strong today, but be careful not to make purchases solely based on emotional satisfaction. Health-wise, the energy today supports balance. The air trine between the moon and your sun sign creates favorable conditions for activities that combine mental and physical elements. Perhaps try yoga, tai chi, or even just a walk while listening to an informative podcast. Your nervous system is particularly responsive today, so practices that help you ground excess mental energy will be beneficial. Socially, you're shining brightly. The Libra moon enhances your natural charm, making this an excellent day for networking, group activities, or reconnecting with friends. You'll likely find yourself at the center of social interactions, weaving different people and conversations together as only a Gemini can. There's potential for making a valuable new connection through a current friend or associate. For personal development, today's energy supports learning and skill acquisition. The grounded Mercury influence helps you absorb and retain practical information, while the Jupiter aspect encourages expanding your horizons. Consider taking a class or diving into a new area of study that combines practical skills with philosophical understanding. Now, for some specific guidance for your day. The morning hours are best used for focused mental work, as your concentration will be stronger than usual. Midday to late afternoon favors social interactions and collaborative projects. The evening carries a slightly more introspective energy, good for personal reflection or intimate conversations with trusted friends or partners. One challenge to watch for today. With Mercury in Taurus slowing your usually quick mental processes, you might experience moments of frustration when things don't move at your preferred pace. Practice patience, and remember that this more methodical approach is actually helping you build something more substantial. A potential opportunity to seize. A casual conversation around 2 p.m. could contain a hidden gem of information that connects to a project or interest you've been developing. Listen carefully to what might initially seem like small talk. Your most harmonious connections today will likely be with other air signs, Libra and Aquarius, and with earth signs who can appreciate your grounded thinking, particularly Taurus individuals. As you move through this day, dear Gemini, embrace the beautiful balance between your natural quicksilver intelligence and the more measured, substantive energy that the planetary positions are supporting. This combination allows you to not only generate brilliant ideas, but also to communicate them in ways that others can truly grasp and value. Remember that your greatest strength today lies in bridging different worlds between ideas and action, between people of different perspectives, and between your own dual nature. By consciously working with these energies, you can make May 19th, 2025, a day of meaningful progress and connection. Trust the process of slowing down where needed, and know that your natural Gemini adaptability is being supported by the cosmos in all the right ways. This is your daily horoscope for May 19th, 2025. May the stars light your path forward. The planetary alignments for Gemini on May 19, 2025, create a fascinating cosmic landscape that directly influences your mental agility and communication style. With the Sun at 28 degrees Taurus, just days away from entering your sign, you're in a period of energetic transition. This final phase of the solar cycle before your personal new year creates a contemplative backdrop where intuitive insights are heightened. Consider this a cosmic incubation period. Ideas forming now will gain momentum once the Sun enters your sign. Mercury, your ruling planet, is positioned at 15 degrees Gemini, creating a powerful home advantage that amplifies your natural communication abilities. Your thoughts are razor-sharp, words flow effortlessly, and your capacity to process multiple information streams simultaneously is at a yearly peak. This Mercury placement creates an exceptional window for negotiations, important conversations, and intellectual pursuits. Venus occupies 22 degrees Cancer, activating your second house of resources and self-worth. This placement softens your typically analytical approach to finances, encouraging more intuitive money decisions driven by emotional security needs rather than pure logic. Mars energizes the later degrees of Leo, creating dynamic tension with your communication sector. This ignites your expression with passionate conviction, though be mindful it might also trigger impulsive speech if not channeled constructively. The Mars-Mercury angle suggests potential for brilliant verbal sparring, but also miscommunications if you rush your words. Jupiter, settled at 7 degrees Gemini, is particularly significant as it traverses your home sign. This rare transit expands your mental horizons and amplifies your natural curiosity. Knowledge you acquire now could become foundational to your growth over the next decade. The Jupiter-Mercury conjunction in your sign creates a perfect storm of mental expansion ideas conceived under this influence, have remarkable growth potential. Saturn's position at 3 degrees Pisces forms a challenging square to your sign, requiring disciplined thought patterns. This cosmic teacher demands mental rigor and may highlight areas where scattered thinking creates obstacles. The ringed planet reminds you that your greatest gift, mental versatility, requires structure to manifest tangible outcomes. Uranus at 29 degrees Taurus is completing its revolutionary work in your subconscious sector. Innovative insights may emerge from your dreams and meditation practices. This placement suggests technological breakthroughs, particularly regarding how you process information and communicate ideas. Neptune continues its long journey through Aries at 5 degrees, forming a sextile to your sign that enhances your intuitive capabilities without overwhelming your rational mind. This supportive angle allows you to blend logical thinking with creative inspiration, a perfect combination for problem solving that requires both analytical and imaginative approaches. Pluto, stationed at 1 degree Aquarius, forms a harmonious trine to your sign, deepening your intellectual pursuits and potentially transforming how you gather and share information. This placement supports research into subjects that were previously considered taboo or too complex. The lunar position today at 17 degrees Scorpio activates your 6th house of daily work and health routines. This creates an interesting counterbalance to the intellectual emphasis of the other planets, reminding you that even brilliant minds require physical maintenance. The Moon-Mercury opposition suggests potential tension between emotional needs and intellectual pursuits. The North Node at 12 degrees Aries continues to pull your social connections and group affiliations into focus, suggesting that sharing your intellectual gifts through community involvement remains a key growth area. The asteroid Chiron at 19 degrees Aries indicates healing potential specifically connected to how you express your unique perspective without fear of rejection. This particular planetary configuration creates a rare opportunity for Geminis to experience heightened mental clarity while simultaneously accessing deeper emotional wisdom, a combination that can lead to breakthrough insights. Especially in areas where you've previously felt intellectually stuck or limited by conventional thinking patterns. May 19, 2025 presents a fascinating communication landscape for Gemini natives. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine with Jupiter in fellow air sign Aquarius, your mind is exceptionally sharp and your words carry unusual weight and influence today. This cosmic configuration amplifies your natural eloquence and grants you the ability to express complex ideas with remarkable clarity. The day begins with the moon in Leo forming a square to Mercury, creating a slight tension between your emotional needs and your intellectual expression. You might feel a pull between wanting to demonstrate your knowledge and needing to be heard on a more personal level. This isn't necessarily negative. It simply requires conscious navigation of when to showcase your intellect and when to connect emotionally with others. Venus in Cáncer in your communication sector softens your typically rapid-fire delivery style. Today, your words carry more emotional resonance than usual. You're able to express care and nurturing through your communication, making this an excellent day for heart-to-heart conversations, especially with family members or close friends who need emotional support. Mars in Virgo is activating your 3rd house of communication, adding precision and analytical power to your expression. You'll find yourself meticulously choosing your words and paying attention to details others might miss. This makes today particularly favorable for editing work, detailed presentations, or any communication requiring exactitude. The standout aspect for you today is Neptune in Aries forming a sextile to your natal Mercury position. This creates a fascinating blend of intuitive insights and verbal acuity. You might experience moments of almost psychic understanding during conversations, picking up on unspoken cues and reading between the lines with uncanny accuracy. Trust these intuitive hits, they're guiding your communication in powerful ways. Saturn's position in Pisces creates a stabilizing influence in your career communication sector. Professional conversations benefit from a structured approach today. You'll find that methodically presenting your ideas, rather than rapid-fire brainstorming, yields better results in workplace settings. Authority figures are particularly receptive to your ideas when presented with clear evidence and logical reasoning. Uranus in Gemini directly impacts your self-expression, creating unexpected bursts of brilliance and originality in your communication style. You might surprise even yourself with the innovative connections your mind makes today. This is excellent energy for creative writing, public speaking, or pitching novel concepts. Your ability to make surprising mental leaps impresses others and sets you apart from more conventional thinkers. Pluto's transformative energy from Aquarius influences how you communicate your deeper philosophies and beliefs. You may find yourself engaging in profound conversations about life's bigger questions. Your natural adaptability allows you to consider multiple perspectives simultaneously, making you an excellent mediator in group discussions about complex or controversial topics. The North Node in Aries encourages you to step into leadership positions regarding communication tasks. Perhaps it's time to volunteer to lead that presentation, speak at that event, or take charge of a writing project. Your karmic path today involves becoming more assertive and pioneering with how you express your ideas. Technology plays a significant role in your communication sphere today. With Mercury forming favorable aspects to Uranus, digital platforms become powerful avenues for expression. Social media posts, emails, or virtual meetings allow your ideas to reach further than expected. Consider recording voice notes or videos to capture ideas that come in rapid succession. Be mindful of communication pitfalls today, particularly around midday when the moon opposes Saturn. This might manifest as temporary mental blocks or feeling misunderstood. If you encounter such moments, take a brief pause rather than pushing through. A short walk or change of environment will quickly restore your mental clarity and verbal dexterity. Your words have healing potential today, with Chiron forming a gentle aspect to your communication sector. Someone in your circle may be silently struggling, and your perceptive questioning or thoughtful observations could open a pathway for their healing. Trust your intuition about when to broach sensitive topics. Your timing is impeccable today. The evening brings a harmonious trine between the moon and Mercury, creating ideal conditions for meaningful dialogue with partners or close friends. This is an excellent time for conversations requiring mutual understanding and compromise. Your ability to see multiple sides of any situation makes you an invaluable mediator. For Geminis working in communications, journalism, teaching, or writing, today marks a significant opportunity for advancement. Your ideas resonate with unusual impact, and decision-makers are more receptive to your proposals. Consider pitching that project or submitting that manuscript you've been perfecting. Your mental energy flows exceptionally well until late evening, when Mercury approaches a square with Neptune. As this aspect builds, you might notice your communication becoming slightly less precise and more dreamy or abstract. This isn't negative, it simply shifts your expression from analytical to intuitive. Save detailed work for earlier in the day, and allow creative or spiritual communication to flourish at night. May 19, 2025 presents Gemini with a fascinating financial landscape, as Mercury forms a productive sextile with Jupiter in your resource sector. This planetary alignment opens channels for unexpected monetary opportunities, particularly through your network and communication skills. The moon in your career house forms a favorable trine with Venus, suggesting that professional connections could lead to financial gains today. Pay close attention to conversations around 2 p.m. when intuitive insights about investments may surface. Your natural adaptability serves you well financially today, Gemini, as markets may experience volatility that you're uniquely positioned to navigate. With Saturn's current position, long-term financial planning receives favorable energy. This is an excellent day to review retirement accounts or consider diversifying your portfolio. Digital currencies and technology-related investments receive particularly beneficial aspects, aligning with your air sign's affinity for innovation. A surprising message from someone in your past could contain valuable financial information or lead to a collaboration with profit potential. Today's numerological signature of 7, 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 24, 2 plus 4 equals 6, resonates with your analytical abilities, making this an auspicious day for detailed financial analysis. Be wary of impulsive spending between 5 to 7 p.m. when Neptune squares your ruling planet, potentially clouding judgment around luxury purchases. Communication planet Mercury in your own sign amplifies your persuasive abilities, making this an excellent day for negotiations, asking for raises, or pitching financial ideas. The second house influence from Jupiter suggests unexpected windfalls are possible, particularly from sources you've previously overlooked. Financial partnerships receive favorable energy, though Venus's position suggests maintaining clear documentation of all shared resources. Consider investments related to communication, transportation, or education, areas where Gemini naturally excels. Your financial intuition is heightened today, allowing you to sense opportunities before they become obvious to others. Family members may provide valuable financial advice around midday. Remain open to insights from unlikely sources. A Mercury-Pluto aspect suggests powerful financial transformations are possible, but require you to release outdated beliefs about money. The day's energy supports financial multitasking, allowing you to successfully manage several money matters simultaneously. Afternoon hours are particularly favorable for signing contracts or making commitments with long-term financial implications. Your adaptability allows you to quickly pivot if market conditions change, giving you an edge over more rigid investors today. Income from side projects or freelance work receives particularly favorable aspects. Jupiter's influence suggests expansion in your financial sphere, possibly through foreign investments or international connections. Technology purchases made today are likely to prove valuable long-term investments rather than depreciating expenses. Mercury's position enhances your ability to research financial options thoroughly before committing. Watch for synchronicities around numbers today. They may contain clues about timing for financial moves. The evening brings clarity about a recurring financial issue that has been challenging to solve. Your rational approach to money is balanced today with intuitive insights, creating a powerful combination for financial decision-making. Be open to unconventional financial advice, especially from air and fire signs in your social circle. Collaborations initiated today have strong potential for financial growth through the next lunar cycle. Your communication planet Mercury helps you articulate financial goals clearly to advisors or partners. A surprising conversation could reveal a hidden financial opportunity connected to your past experiences or skills. Remain flexible with financial plans today. Rigid thinking could cause you to miss valuable opportunities that don't fit your preconceived notions. The day's numerological influence supports bold but calculated financial risks. Networks and connections formed today could prove financially valuable throughout the remainder of 2025. Writing or speaking about financial matters receives favorable aspects. Consider sharing your knowledge if appropriate. Joint ventures initiated under today's aspects receive supportive energy for sustainable growth. Trust your mental agility when analyzing financial information. Your first impressions are likely to be accurate today. The evening hours favor reviewing financial documents with a critical eye for details others might miss. New income streams initiated today have staying power beyond initial expectations. May 19, 2025 marks a particularly auspicious day for Geminis as Jupiter continues its beneficial transit through your own sign. creating a cosmic spotlight on your natural talents and personal endeavors. This rare Jupiter in Gemini period, which only occurs approximately every 12 years, amplifies your fortune in several key areas today. The most immediate fortunate area involves your self-expression and personal projects. Any initiative you launch today carries Jupiter's expansive blessing, giving your ideas greater reach and impact than usual. Your words hold persuasive power, making this an excellent day for important presentations, interviews, or pitches. There's a distinctive creative flow surrounding you, where your typically quick Gemini mind is enhanced with unusual clarity and foresight. Venus forming a sextile to your ruling planet Mercury creates a harmonious energy for social connections that can lead to opportunities. Networking activities today have heightened potential to connect you with individuals who can open doors previously closed to you. The most unexpected fortune may come through casual conversations. Pay special attention to seemingly random encounters, especially mid-afternoon when the moon in Aquarius triggers your ninth house of expansion and good fortune. Learning environments prove particularly lucky today. Classes, workshops, or even self-guided research could lead to valuable discoveries or opportunities. Financial fortune appears linked to communication projects, writing endeavors, or technology initiatives. Investments related to media, publishing, or information services receive beneficial aspects from both Jupiter and Venus. Travel plans made today, particularly those related to educational purposes or reconnecting with siblings or extended family, have protection from Jupiter's beneficial influence. Short trips could yield unexpected advantages or pleasant surprises. Health-wise, respiratory activities are fortunate. Breathing exercises, voice training, or any practice involving the lungs receives cosmic support. For Geminis dealing with any throat or lung issues, treatments initiated today have improved effectiveness. The third house of your chart, governing communication, short journeys, and siblings, receives particularly fortunate aspects. Reaching out to brothers, sisters, or close neighbors could bring unexpected opportunities or helpful information. Mercury's position in your 12th house suggests that intuitive insights hold special value today. Pay attention to sudden hunches or dreams from the previous night, as they may contain valuable guidance toward fortunate outcomes. The day's most remarkable feature is a rare quintile between Jupiter in your first house and Uranus in your 11th house of social networks, suggesting that your most significant opportunities will arrive through unexpected social connections that recognize your authentic self-expression. This aspect particularly favors technological innovations, humanitarian efforts, and group collaborations that allow your unique perspective to shine. For maximum benefit, focus your energy on projects that combine communication, innovation, and social impact. The evening hours bring a particularly fortunate alignment as the moon connects with Mercury, enhancing your intuitive connection and bringing potential good news related to a long-term aspiration. This day's fortunate energies can be extended into coming weeks if you initiate important projects, especially those involving writing, speaking, or information exchange before sunset. As the sun fully embraces your sign on May 19, 2025, your social magnetism reaches extraordinary heights, Gemini. With Mercury forming a trine aspect to Jupiter in Aquarius, your gift for conversation becomes almost supernatural. Words flow effortlessly, and you'll find yourself at the center of every meaningful discussion. This planetary alignment particularly enhances your ability to network across diverse social circles, connecting people who would otherwise never meet. The moon in Libra, occupying your 5th house of pleasure and creativity, brings emotional fulfillment through social activities that involve artistic expression or playful competition. Gather friends for impromptu creative projects or games that showcase your versatility. Venus, positioned in Cáncer in your 2nd house, creates an interesting dynamic where social connections formed today could later transform into valuable resources or opportunities. You may meet someone who initially seems like just a pleasant acquaintance, but will eventually become an important business contact or collaborator. Mars in Aries, energizing your 11th house of community and friendships, infuses your social interactions with passionate intensity. Group activities take on a competitive edge, making this an excellent day for team sports or collaborative challenges that channel this fiery energy constructively. Pay special attention to friends connected to humanitarian causes or technology sectors, as these relationships contain seeds of future growth. Your digital presence receives a significant boost. Today, content you share online resonates more widely than usual, potentially connecting you with like-minded individuals across great distances. If you've been considering launching a podcast, blog, or social media initiative, the cosmic forces strongly support beginning that journey now. An opposition between Saturn and Pisces and your natal Mercury suggests that while conversations flow easily, you may need to establish clearer boundaries with certain friends or acquaintances who tend to drain your mental energy. Learning to say no to excessive demands on your attention will preserve your social stamina. The North Node's position indicates that connections made today align with your broader life path. Pay attention to seemingly random encounters that spark immediate intellectual chemistry. These aren't coincidences, but cosmic orchestrations guiding you toward your purpose. Long-distance friendships receive cosmic support, making this an ideal day to reconnect with those separated by geography. A text, call, or video chat could rekindle a valuable connection that's been dormant. In romantic relationships, the day favors double dates or social gatherings where you can observe your partner in group settings, providing new insights into their character and strengthening your bond through shared social experiences. Pluto's transformative influence touches your deepest friendships today, potentially bringing revelations about power dynamics within your social circle. You may suddenly recognize which relationships are genuinely reciprocal and which have become imbalanced. This awareness, while potentially uncomfortable, offers a chance for meaningful evolution in how you engage with others. For single Geminis, romantic prospects are likely to emerge from within your extended social network, rather than through direct encounters. Friends of friends hold particular promise today. The Jupiter-Neptune square suggests avoiding idealistic projections onto new acquaintances. See people as they truly are rather than as who you wish them to be. Chiron's position reveals an opportunity to heal old social wounds through authentic connection. A conversation with someone who shares similar experiences could help you process and release lingering feelings of exclusion or misunderstanding from your past. Professional networking thrives under today's celestial configuration, especially if you approach it with authenticity rather than strategic calculation. Your natural curiosity about others' work and passions will open doors more effectively than any rehearsed elevator pitch. The asteroid palace in your communications sector enhances your strategic thinking in social situations. You'll instinctively know when to speak, when to listen, and how to navigate complex group dynamics with diplomatic finesse. Trust these instincts as they're cosmically amplified today. Community involvement brings unexpected joy and connection. Consider volunteering or participating in neighborhood initiatives as a pathway to meaningful new friendships. Your communicative talents will be especially valued in these settings, potentially leading to a more permanent role that aligns with your values. Social media presents both opportunities and challenges today. While your posts and comments are likely to receive heightened engagement, be mindful of Mercury's square to Neptune, which could lead to misinterpretations or confusion. Clarity and thoughtfulness will serve you better than speed or volume in digital communications. A surprising reconnection with a childhood friend or former classmate brings nostalgic pleasure and potentially opens doors to new social circles you hadn't previously considered exploring. This blast from the past carries significant purpose beyond mere reminiscence. As the Sun moves through the final degrees of Taurus on May 19, 2025, Geminis stand at an energetic threshold. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine with Jupiter in Libra, your mind is especially receptive to expansive ideas and opportunities for growth. This is not a day for playing small or sticking to routine. The cosmic energies are urging you to stretch beyond your comfort zone, particularly in areas where you felt stagnant or uninspired. With the moon in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces, there's a delicate balance between ambitious vision and practical reality that needs navigating. Be wary of over-idealizing situations or people today. The Venus-Saturn sextile provides grounding energy that can help you transform lofty ideas into concrete plans, especially if you're willing to commit to structured action. Communication channels are wide open for you today thanks to Mercury's beneficial position, making this an excellent time to pitch ideas, initiate important conversations, or resolve lingering misunderstandings. However, with Mars in Cancer forming a challenging aspect to Uranus, be mindful of emotional reactions